the crazy Zelensky and Trump meeting. I'm not going to really waste your time with going over it. It was a crazy thing. You have to watch it. It's definitely the best thing I've seen in years. We'll give you a little snippet of just how bad and disgusting Zelensky behaved right over here.
I have been to. I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour. I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr.
Again, with whatever you want to say, you know, was Trump wrong? Was Zelensky wrong? You don't behave like that. It doesn't matter what you do. You don't behave like that. You're just meant to smile and chat. And then behind closed doors, you can have the biggest fights you want. But you do not do that in front of the media. I've never seen it done. So this is just childish behavior by Zelensky. You know, especially when he was greeted so nicely at the beginning by Trump. Let's have a look at that.
Yes, I had 20 clothes. How are you? Pretty sure. He's all dressed up today.
President Trump, what's your message to Vladimir Putin, sir? President Trump, President Trump, you got a message to Vladimir Putin.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
And essentially, it's Zelensky having a tantrum, being upset that, you know, he can get what he wanted, which is he wants to continue fighting, and Trump is saying, no, I want you to stop. And Zelensky's, no, I want to continue fighting. I think that is the main thing. Again, that is exactly what they're saying about this.
What became clear, and I think what has the president so frustrated and frankly angry, is that it's not clear that Zelensky truly wants to stop the fighting. And he came in, even though he was warned not to, determined to litigate all of that in front of the entire world. And the vice president said enough is enough. The president said enough is enough. And I got to tell you, this was the wrong approach, wrong time in history, and definitely the wrong president to try to do this kind of thing. This is not Joe Biden. This was Donald J. Trump. And I think the entire world saw that crystal clear.
And again, it got worse because Zelensky went on Fox News right afterwards. And they asked him, you know, do you just want to apologize? And watch the rant he's going to give. He basically is not apologizing. Now, this is basic. However right you are, you just apologize because America's the big country. You're a little puppet. You've embarrassed him. You just apologize even though it's not real. No, he will not apologize. Have a look.
From you, Mr. President, a thought that you owe the president an apology.
No, I respect President and I respect American people. And if, I don't know, if I think that we have to be very open and very honest. And I'm not sure that we did something bad. I think maybe sometimes some things we have to discuss out of media, with all respect to democracy and to a free media. But there are things where we have to understand the position of Ukraine and Ukrainians. And I think that is the most important thing. Yes, we are partners. You know, we are very close partners. We have to be fair. We have to be very free.
And so, guys, I think, you know, I'm going to now summate it, what I think the balance is between the two. One, we've got Donald Trump saying, I don't want to pay any more for this war. It was a stupid war to begin with. He's completely right. They're not going to win. Completely right. I'm not throwing good money after bad. Completely right. Hundreds of thousands are dying. This is a pointless war. Let's stop it now. Perfectly right. You will lose Ukraine, obviously. By the end, you will lose territory. You will lose whatever. But that's it. There's no point in this. You're not going to win it. So why just continue this going? Totally get that. On the other hand, looking at Zelensky's side, who pushed him into this? It was America. You have a full backing to the end. Don't worry. You commit your troops. Literally after 3 days, Putin and Zelensky had already signed an agreement. And, you know, it was going to be, you're going to leave NATO. You're not going to ask for NATO membership. You're basically going to be subservient to us. Whatever it was in that agreement, Zelensky knew his game was up. He had no munitions. He had no backing. He had no finance. He was done. So he signed it. But then Boris came with America's backing and said, no, we'll support you to the end. So that's why he's just sacrificed probably about 200,000 Ukrainians. And now you want to tell him, oh, you know what? Changed administration. We don't agree with it. You've lost 200,000 gigs up. No, this is insane. This is insane. So I do get what he's saying. He's saying we've sacrificed so much. Let me try and finish this. Get me to the end. What he doesn't get is America never has their allies back. He has to understand that they never follow through. Go ask the South Vietnamese. Go ask the Iraqi government. Go ask the Afghanistan, whatever it was. I forgot that guy who fled, when the Taliban attacked a few years ago. Ask them. Ask Israel if America has their back. No, they do not have Israel's back either. Right? Forcing them into a stupid ceasefire agreement. Forcing them to leave Lebanon when they were literally going in, taking the whole thing over. No, retreat. You don't take 1 inch back. And then pretending that they've got Israel's back. So it's actually double worse. But anyway, yeah, that is what they are. America never has anyone's back. Anyone who is a fool to believe them is an idiot. I mean, that is Zelensky. He's a bit of an idiot for believing them. But they never do. So you understand, it's both a quagmire here. We have Zelensky being annoyed that you said you would, but you don't, right? And Trump saying, well, I don't care. I gave you for 2 years, whatever, to win this. You've not won it. You never had a chance of winning. I never supported this war even before. And he's right. Again, he's right. It was a stupid Biden globalist EU stupidity war. There was no need for this at all. Ukraine had no chance. They should just be. They're under the Russian sphere of influence. What the hell is anyone poking their nose in Ukraine's business? Stay out. It's nothing to do with the West. It's nothing to do with Europe. And instead, what do we have? We've got Zelensky now being greeted by his European and especially the UK Starmer coming to London to suck more cash out of the UK taxpayer.
Can anything be salvaged, President Zelensky?
President Zelensky, can you get Trump back on side?
Can this be salvaged, President Zelensky?
Can you get Trump back on side?
What's your message to the US President?
Is it too late for your relationship with President Trump?
President Zelensky, can you get Trump back on side?
What is your message to Donald Trump?
Is it too late, President Zelensky?
President Zelensky, how do you repair your relationship with President Trump, please?
Still negotiate with President Trump, Mr. Zelensky.
Can you be without the US, President Zelensky?
What's your message to Donald Trump, President Zelensky?
This is what's truly grating me, is that this little corrupt scammer is offered to suck UK taxpayer money for a war he cannot win, for an endless, pointless war. British government, the Brits should be telling him, get out of here, we're not giving you another penny. This is not an existential threat to the UK. Putin is not going to domino effect the same stupidity they said in Vietnam. Russia is not going to go into Poland, he's not going to Germany, he's definitely not going to the UK. This is stupid, it's got nothing to do with the UK. But yet, our money is being thrown out the door for this pointless, it's going to come to nothing, pointless war. And what a waste. So again, Trump is right, but Zelensky is also right. And that is the situation, I'm afraid, that both are, both are right. And I think, in my opinion, Zelensky should apologize. Just sign the blooming ceasefire. Your game's up, mate. Your game's up. Europe has been destroyed by this war. Germany is in recession for the second year running because of this war. What don't you get? The UK has the highest electricity prices in the world because of this war. This is the most stupid. It's destroyed everyone, right? It's a pathetic, pointless, like all war, but this is just pathetic over nothing. Ukraine is basically Russian. I don't lie. Oh, but they are free. They can do it. They cannot. They cannot. Right? If you cannot just, defend yourself, you cannot. Okay? That's it. Enough. And no one should be there to fund you and your stupid grandeur, illusions of grandeur. And that's what Zelensky has. Illusions of grandeur. And to disrespect the president like that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. However much you have say it behind closed doors. Don't do that in front of his face. Don't do it in the media. Bit disgusting.